Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Benzel here, and we're going to be doing skill 8.4, and we are going to be doing theorems about tangents. So just as kind of a refresher course here for y'all, tangent just simply means that you have a circle and there's a line, or sometimes a line segment, that intersects the circle exactly at one point, but does not go inside of a circle. And this is what we call the tangent line. So we're going to see four basic theorems that are going to kind of be the bedrock of your IP today on Delta Math. So here we go. All right. So I'm going to start with this first theorem here, and you want to make sure that you are copying these pictures down as well as the setups to these problems. So the nickname for this theorem is called the ice cream cone theorem because it looks like an ice cream cone. And this is actually, I would say, one of the easy theorems because it is symmetrical. So I think it's pretty obvious that we are going to set them equal to each other. So I'm going to do 2x plus 1 equals to x plus 10. So we're assuming it's like a sugar cone and not like those fancy waffle cones that are up on one side. And I'm going to subtract x on both sides. So I'm going to get x plus 1 equals to 10. And I'm going to subtract by 1 on both sides. And I get that x is equal to 9. And you can always plug in your 9 and see what happens. So I may even try that out. So I have like 2 times 9 plus 1. That equals to 19. And I could also try out the 9 plus 10. And that is equal to 19. So we are good. All right, the next problem that you'll see, a lot of these will be, is it a diameter or not? And this is just code word for really doing Pythagorean theorem. So one thing we know for sure is that the tangent is always going to be perpendicular to the radius or a diameter. So it's going to be intersecting at a 90 degrees. So these problems are code word for just do the Pythagorean theorem. And if I were to solve for x, like find a radius, and this is like where the connections between circles and triangles really come to life, I could do x squared plus 8 squared equals to 10 squared. And I'm going to get x squared plus 64 equals to 100. And I'm going to get that x squared is equal to 36. And then I'm just going to take square root on both sides. So I get x is equal to square root of 36. So I get x is equal to 6. So if you know how to do the Pythagorean theorem, just look at the right triangle in there, and that is code word for doing the Pythagorean theorem. I may also ask, is it a tangent line? So you would actually just, and I'd have like maybe numbers in all three, and that would be kind of like testing to see, is it the right triangle or not? So in order for this theorem to work, we need a right triangle in order to work. All right, we just have 2 more theorems to go. So let's make sure we copy them down. These should be copied down as well. Feel free to take a screenshot or write these down and have a little organizer. All right, this is called 2 secants. So what this is telling us, I'm just going to do a little bit of color to illustrate here. When we say whole, we mean that we are combining these line segments together. So I'm just going to kind of like mark them here in red. So this would be 7 plus 3 and this would be x plus 2. And then the outside just means that you are kind of looking outside of the circle. So the 3 would be the outside that corresponds over on the top. And then the 2 would correspond on the bottom to the outside. And then now I just have some algebra that I can do. So let's see, 7 plus 3 is 10. So I'm just going to do 10 times 3, and then I'm going to distribute. So this is going to be 2x plus 4. So I'm going to get 30 equals to 2x plus 4. I'm going to subtract 4 on both sides. So I get 26 equals to 2x. And I'm going to divide by 2. And I get that x is equal to 13. All right, and then the last one here is the secant and tangent. So so the left side is going to be your tangent part. And then the right side is going to be your secant part. So if I'm kind of doing the whole times the whole, this would just be your x times your x. And then on the other side, I have whole times outside. So there's only one side that has the outside. So this outside is 4, and then the whole is going to be 4 plus 6. And then the outside is just going to be 4. So I'm going to get x squared equals to 10 times 4. And it is going to depend on whether they want simplified radical form or decimal form. Just know for sure that I do kind of like proofread on the test. You'll have like a radical 40, so you want to simplify that. So I'll take, 2 square root of 5, or 2 square root of 10, I mean, or 6.3. And that would be your final answer. So with that, those are the 4 major theorems about tangents and things related to tangents in circles. So thank you very much for listening in on this second to last lesson.